Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back with another tutorial. Now today we're going to make this gorgeous card, but I've made a couple of little boo-boos on here. My wink have still leaked everywhere, and we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to try and emboss this so it looks more, gives it a bit more texture with the what do you call it, this embossing folder. Is it fallen snow or something, I think you call it? So that's what I'm going to do, but it stands up and I've embossed a sentiment on the top and I think it's gorgeous. So we're going to make that, and it falls flat for postage, so that's even better. Now we're going to use this beautiful bundle which is Hearts Come Home, and this is really nice, and you get all the little houses and stuff. And the other good thing as well is you can make tags out of this, because it just cuts the top away and leaves that lovely little shape and the little heart to put your ribbon through. And you can, like I say, you can make tags, and that's fantastic. And you get some gorgeous little stamps in there. Obviously I've took some out because we're going to use them. But yeah, that's in the the autumn and winter, and it's beautiful. So that's what we're going to be using. Right, we're going to make it the same in Night of Navy and the Year of Cheer DSP. So for your actual card base, it is got to measure 10 3/4 by 4 1/4. You need another piece which is 3 1/4 by 7 inches. And then I've put a bit on the back to write your message on. So that is Whisper White, and it needs to measure 5 1/2 by 4 inches. And the DSP for the back of the card is 4 by 5 5/8. Okay, and it's actually really easy to make. So if we take our scoreboard, really easy, but it does look really effective. Right, so take your large piece of Night of Navy, and on the long side you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 3 1/2 and 5. Okay, that's it. And then take the smaller piece and on the long side again you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 2 inches, and that's it. Dead easy. Okay, so the large piece of card, what we're going to do is we're going to fold and burnish these score lines we've made. And basically it's just going to fold up like that. That's what's going to stand up and give you the basis of your card. Okay, and then this piece here, we'll just quickly show you what we're going to do with that. That is then going to get stuck like this at the top and stick onto there like that. I know it's hard to see with this dark card, but we need to do our decoration and stuff before we put it together. So I've got my piece of DSP which is going to go as the background for the front of the card, so I'm going to pop that on there now, and we're going to do some heat embossing with silver powder. So get this on the background. I'm actually going to be doing a craft fair next month, and I wasn't going to do it, but I thought, oh well, I can give it a try, and I'm going to make some of these for my craft fair. Okay, so that will go on there like that, so we can stick that down. So all you need is just a piece of glue, not a piece, you need some glue on here. And then what you do is just have it so it's folded like that, and then if we just press that down onto there and hold that, it should stick in the right place, and then it just saves you trying to guess where it needs to go. And then just lift that up, and then you know that that's stuck in the exact place you need it to be. Just run the bone folder under there a little bit to make sure it's stuck. So that's that bit done. We can put that to one side, and the score lines will be the top of your design. So we need to stamp all of our little designs and things on here. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put the little Santa sleigh, the moon and some little stars around. So I've already got them mounted. I'm just going to sit down for this, otherwise I start to get a really bad back. Okay, so embossing buddy. And I'm going to emboss the whole lot because I want to do my sentiment up on there like I did with this one, which I thought was quite a nice little touch to it really. Okay, so a good wipe over. I've got the Versamark, so I'm going to start with the little Santa and the reindeers, so I'm just going to ink this up with the Versamark. Okay, and I'm just going to have him slightly on an angle, so you know it looks like he's kind of climbing up into the sky like that. Then I'm going to have the little moon, and the moon is going to go about there. Okay, and then you get two stars. You get a bigger one and a smaller one, and I'm just going to randomly stamp them around the card. And then I'm going to put the smaller ones, I'll put the larger ones at the bottom and the smaller ones at the top. So the idea is they'll be a little bit further away, so they'll be a bit smaller. And I think that'll do actually. Yeah. And then the sentiment this time I'm going to use, oh no, I'm using the same one, which is wishing you a beautiful season and a new year of peace and happiness. So I'm going to ink that up. Okay, and that's not quite straight. And then that is going to go across the top about there. Yep, and that's it. We can heat emboss this now. So I've got silver powder, just pour it. Alright, so there we go. That looks gorgeous, I think it really does. And then we can attach this to our card now. So what you want to do is fold this bit over for now, and that will line up with there. So I mean, I don't want mine too high, so I want the bottom of mine to have a little gap at the bottom, so mine's going to go somewhere like that. So just pop some glue on the back of the little score line. And then I flattened mine down to where, flatten it down to where you want this to sit on the bottom, and then fold that over and then just attach that like this. Just hold that down a bit, press that down. Okay, and then when you lift it up, you know, it should be where you need it to be. And then the same with this, so I'm going to pop some Tombow just on the bottom of here, not too far up because we don't want it to come over the top of the card, and then flatten that down and just attach that to there. Okay, and then when you lift it up, it should all be in the perfect position, which it is. So now what we need to do is our little framelits. Now I used this one on this card, which is those ones there, but I'm going to use this one this time with the church, and I'm just going to test it should fit. Yeah, it touches a little bit of the star, but it doesn't really matter. So you need your big shot. And then what I did was I measured this bit here, and it's about 1.5 inches. Okay, so because the way these cut out is you need to leave, I would need to leave my 1.5 inches here because it cuts away the bottom, sorry, it cuts away the top, not the bottom. So I'm going to roughly measure 2 inches just to be on the safe side, and I can trim the bottom away. So I know that I need, there's my little pencil line, at 2 inches I know I want to cut about there on the paper, leaving 2 inches there. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this bit off because it probably won't fit through there. So we're going to run this through. Okay, just like that. I'm going to run it through, and then I'm going to run it back again just to make sure it's cut properly, which I think it has. Not sure if that bit's cut actually. Wonder if I can get it back on again. Yeah. I'm just gonna, I don't know why, but sometimes some of mine are not cutting. Could be, I could need new plates possibly, I don't know. Right, I'm just gonna quickly run that through again. Yeah, I think that's better. Is it or not? Yes, that's cut. So that's how it will cut, you see. And we don't need these top bits here, so you can see where the little line stops. And all I did was I just cut up with my scissors, and then it comes away. And the same, you can just cut in there actually. And then it will just come away, and that's what you're left with. And then you've got to pop all the little pieces out for your little windows and your little doors, which are so sweet. So I'm just going to get this out of the way for a second and bring the card back in. Now obviously I've cut way too much because I want the line of my cutout to just go about there. okay, just so it sits like that. So I've got quite a little bit left to cut, so all I did was I just got a pencil. That side's okay, but I need to cut some off there, so I'm going to mark that with a pencil. And then underneath, I just turn it round. I know I need just mark it with a pencil, and then I know I've got to cut all that away. So just going to take my scissors, I'm just going to trim that off, and then the same with the bottom. I'm just going to trim this off. Now you can use your trimmer, I just don't want this video to go on too long. And with a bit of luck that should fit, which, yeah, near enough does. So I'm just going to get all the little bits out with my die brush, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, I've cut all of the little pieces out, pushed all the little pieces out now. And I've told you I wanted to use this to make it look like snow. So what I've done is I've repeated this again. So I've cut these out twice, okay? And when you cut them out with the die, you'll get a line just there, which is actually off the die pressing into the card. And what I've done is when I've cut it out, I've ended up with this, but then I've cut along that line with my scissors, followed it exactly, and you end up with this. And what I want to do is I want to emboss this, and then it's going to sit over there, so it looks like snow when we emboss it. Okay, so that's all I've done, just cut along that line that you'll have when you bring it out the Big Shot. So grab the Big Shot back, and we're going to put our little tiny piece of Wisp White, I think, no, Softly Fallen, I think that's what you call this folder. And because I want it to look like, you know, snow, I'm going to pop it in the bottom of the folder, because there's more little bits of snow there. So we're just going to run this through here. Let's pop it on there. Just run this through. Oopsie, I think I've done it wrong. I've got my extra little thin die adapter on, and I don't need that. Start again. There we go. Let's just run that through. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to achieve. So now that is going to sit on here, and I think it makes it look more like snow, which I think looks really sweet. So get this out the way again, and we can start finishing off our card. Right, so the back of our card, we need to do this before you stick it on the card. I've got the stamp, which is Joy to the World, which is quite a good size, and I'm going to pop this on the back, but I'm going to use Night of Navy ink for that. So ink this up. Yep, and that's going to go just in the middle. There we go. I think that looks lovely. Let's get this out the way. Alright, so that is for the back of our card. If I can pick it up. Yeah, and you should just have a nice little border all the way around there. So I'm just going to pop some Tombow on the back, and you can squash the card again to pop it on if it makes it easier. I think this is a beautiful card, and I've actually got another idea for this, which I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to try it and see if it works, but if it does, I think it'll look beautiful. So I might be back with that maybe next week, because Friday I've got Festive Friday and I've already got me project done for that. So I might do that next week. There we go, beautiful. And then obviously if you want to write your message on, you can just flatten it out and write your message, or you could write it before you stick it on. So let's do this. So this little bit here, actually I think we'll just stick these together first, then just put it on in one piece. So we need glue on the back. Oh, it might be better to have it this way. No, I think I like this way. So glue on the back of here. Okay. And then it's just going to go on top of here like that. And it kind of looks like the houses are just peeping out. And then we just want glue on the back of here, but I didn't put any on the little houses, I just put it on the bottom. And then we just want to line it up with the bottom of our card. Like that. Flatten that down. There, I think that is just so pretty. And then I think, well, let's hope I don't have another boo-boo with it. I'm not going to put it on the snow, I'm just going to pop it on the little trees and just the little roofs of the, you know, just dab it around. Just so it kind of glistens when the light hits it, really. And you probably won't be able to pick it up in this light. Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit on the tree. And there we go. I think it is fab. I really do. Definitely a special little card. It stands up. We've got our little sentiment there. We've also got one on the back. Oh yes, quickly before I go, envelope. Right, I've got this, it was in the annual catalogue I think last year, and it was on the clearance rack about a month ago, but it all went straight away and I bought a few packs, and it's quite thin, like envelope paper, and that's all I bought it for my Christmas cards. So it needs to measure 9 1/4 by 9 1/4. And if you've got the envelope punch board, use that. If you haven't, you need to get it because it's brilliant. And what we need to do is we need to, is it 3 3/4? Yeah, 3 3/4. We need to line this up, because I just thought I would show you how to do an envelope as well with it. Okay, and then just match that up with that, with the line you've just made. Punch and score. There we go, and that will make your envelope. So I'll just quickly put this together. But yeah, I think this paper went in like a couple of days, because you do get loads. I mean, like I said, it is thinner than other paper, but that's why I got it, just for envelopes, because it's all Christmas and it's all double-sided as well, so fantastic. But unfortunately it's all gone, so you just use whatever you have. So I'm just going to get some fast fuse, just pop some down here, bit down there, and stick that down, and just push our card flat and in it pops. And you know, you can get that in the post no prob because it's really flat now. I mean, if you were giving it to somebody by hand, you could make a beautiful little gift box to keep it in. It's entirely up to you, but that is the envelope, and I will leave the sizes for that on my blog as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give it a go, because I do think it's absolutely beautiful. So until Friday, I'll see you then, and I'll be back with Festive Friday. So take care, thanks for watching, and bye for now.